Alright, I want to talk about subplots in sitcoms. So, one thing that annoys me whenever I see it in sitcoms is basically when an episode will feature a subplot or subplots. And the only reason that those subplots exist is either to fill up, screen time, or to give one of the actors, one of the main characters on the show, something to do. And I kind of feel like if a show, if like the only way that a show can include certain characters in the episode on a regular basis is to force them into subplots, then it's like maybe they don't need to be a character on the show in the first place. Examples of shows that have done this in a way that I don't like. There's Boy Meets World in its later seasons, particularly with Eric. So much, and I do love Boy Meets World, but they would do this so much with Eric to the point where they actually had to like add new characters to the show to include in his subplots Jack and Rachel. Jack also had the role as Sean's half brother, but there was the bigger part, which is as the friend of Eric, and then they added Rachel in there, who I like fine, but kind of wasn't needed. I think another example that I can think of is not a sitcom, but a similar thing. Lane in the later seasons of Gilmore Girls, a character who in the earlier seasons existed as through her relationship with Rory, and then was just kind of forced to exist in the form of like these subplots that had nothing to do with anything else. It was just like, kind of like, why is this here? I appreciate shows like Everybody Loves Raymond, for instance. The show only has 5 main characters, and they're always able to include every main character within a single plot of the episode. They have the main plot that usually focuses on Ray and Deb, or it could be the relationship between Ray and Rob, or Ray and Marie. But no matter what, it could be a Robert themed episode, but they're always able to include all the main characters in the plot, give them a lot of screen time and thing to do. I kind of have a respect for a show like Wonder Years. That's just kind of like on the Wonder Years, they basically just be like, we're following the stuff of Kevin, and whatever characters we include in the plot, so be it. It does suck for the other actors, but as far as just storytelling, it kind of works better. And now there are exceptions to this. Exceptions to this are when the show is like a full blown ensemble series. Examples of this would be shows like Friends, Modern Family, not exactly a sitcom, but Degrassi, Soap, the old 70s soap opera parody. These are ensemble shows, so it makes sense that there are going to be a lot of these different subplots. Or a show that has or there are shows that are kind of ensemble-esque, like The Office or Seinfeld. I also like shows like Rick and Morty or iCarly, which is able to basically have the subplot and the main plot be related to each other in some way, either start from the same thing or connect at the end. But it annoys me when they can't just do this naturally.